Creating results in your life and in your business isn't a simple task as just going out and doing something. There's actually a process that our brain follows and that we as individuals follow. And I want to talk today about how you can tap into that process and kind of hack it so that you understand what's happening so that you can go create the results that you want in your life. Hey guys, it's Coach Sean McCarthy. And today's more about personal development. This isn't necessarily just for small business owners. This is really something that I teach most of my executive level clients. I also do executive life coaching. And oftentimes, right, these are high performers, very successful people, except they still are looking for ways to improve. They're really driving towards mastery. And I want that for you as well. If you're watching this video and you're tuning in, make sure you tune all the way in. And better yet, while you're thinking of it right now, just subscribe so you get all of these videos. You can always come back and watch this later. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's that drop-down list. You can always click. If you don't have enough time, click Watch Later. Save it to that list. Now on to the training part. Here's my question for you. What creates results in your life? Any result. Anything that you have, any result that you've created, what happened? How did you create that result? Now, if you actually are playing along, hopefully some of you answered, well, actions create results, Sean. And that's true. The actions you take do end up creating the results in your life. Doesn't matter whether it's a positive result or a negative result, that all occurred because you took some action. Now we're going to go a little bit further in depth, and I'm going to ask you, what creates actions? If you've tuned into some of our videos, you know that we focus a lot on marketing. Tap into that marketing brain right now, right? When you're thinking about marketing, what are some of the things that when you've been taught to engage certain aspects in order to get somebody to click on a button, buy your product or service? What is that? Do you remember? Good. Some of you actually got that right. That's fantastic. So your emotions, your feelings begin to influence and dictate your actions. Nice job. Now we're going to go a little bit further back because feelings are great and we know that our feelings can be manipulated. And I'll explain that here in a second because we're going to go one step before what creates the feelings that you have. I'll give you a hint. Have you ever watched a movie? You're in a fine mood. You're watching a movie. Something happens in that movie. And before you know it, your eyes are welling up with tears. All of a sudden, you're sad. Your whole body feels sad. You're weeping. Teardrop rolls down your cheek. How'd that happen? How did the movie that you were watching create a feeling? I'll tell you. If you look over here, the thoughts that you were having while watching that movie, the thoughts in your brain were being influenced by that movie. So the thoughts that you had then led to your feelings, which then would lead to action, which ultimately lead to results. Does that make sense to you guys? Right? Your thoughts shape your feelings. Your feelings then shape and influence the actions that you take. And as we talked about, actions equal results. When I first got started in coaching, this was a common, normal pattern and normal strategy of how to get people in a more successful mindset. Right? Because when we're talking about shaping thoughts, we're talking about affirmations. You've all heard about that. Right? Write your affirmations, say them out loud, declare what you are going to command to the world. That's a pretty standard thought. This was something that was common to me, as I grew as a leader, as I understood personal development, understanding the role that affirmations played in this whole diagram of thoughts ultimately influencing the results we're getting. That made complete sense to me. But let me share something with you. There was an aha moment I had at a seminar that I went to. And this seminar was based on a book, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. And I went to one of his weekend seminars, And the whole idea then got encapsulated for me. There's a step before thoughts. You see, many people can do affirmations and they still don't get the results. That bothered me. As somebody who studies psychology, why was that happening? If this is a tried and true method of affirmations and changing affirmations, which then change your feelings, which then change your actions, ultimately you should be getting better results. So why did it only work for some people? I learned the secret at that seminar. And this has changed myself and who I am, but also how I coach others. The step before that is beliefs. Your beliefs in what you believe to be true about the world, about everything in life, influence your thoughts. See, let me explain that. If you believe that you're not worthy, maybe that was a belief because you had a parent or a teacher who told you you'd never amount to anything. And you believed that person and you accepted that, you chose that belief as a small child. It's now haunting you as an adult because if you have that belief, no matter how many times you try to say positive affirmations about becoming successful, about becoming a millionaire, about making more money, being a successful business owner, that belief is going to sabotage this whole process. You might be trying to force the thought, but the truth is deep down, you know it's not true. Now, I grew up as a Catholic, many of you know that, and so there's plenty that I've been exposed to the Bible. In the Bible, they talk frequently about believing. I truly do believe that that's true. There is power in belief. If you prefer to not talk about the Bible, we can talk about Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. That which the mind can conceive, conceive, and believe. There's that belief part again. Conceive and believe it can achieve. So no matter where you look in some of the great books that have influenced the successful people in the world, this concept of beliefs and believing comes up to play. So let's recap this really quickly. What creates results? Well, we said actions create results. What comes before actions? Feelings come before actions. So now, what begins to shape those feelings? Well, it's our thoughts that shape our feelings. So once we have the thoughts that shape the feelings, create the actions, we then get the results that we're getting in our lives. But there was one thing over here that was before thoughts, and that's beliefs. For you to become more aware of the beliefs that you hold to be true. Now here's the crazy part is, many of you never actually chose these beliefs. You accepted them because they were presented from somebody that you respect, experience at that time, kind of reassured you because it seemed consistent with the belief that you began to hold. And so now that belief is a part of you. And it might be sabotaging you. It might be holding you back from your success. So let me ask you a few quick ones. What do you believe about money? Is money good? Is money the root of all evil? See, both of those are beliefs. If you believe that with the right amount of money you could help more people, that's slightly different. In fact, it's vastly different than believing that money is the root of all evil. So if you have more of it, you have more evil. See, those are the types of thoughts. Did you grow up with parents who said things like, money doesn't grow on trees? That might be shaping some of your beliefs about money and how easy it is to get that money into your business. Let me ask you another one. What do you believe about people? Are people inherently good? Or are people inherently looking out for themselves and only themselves, and they're not so good? These are some beliefs. Let me ask you, do you believe you're worthy? One of the questions I ask when I am assessing whether somebody is a good coaching client, and they tell me the goals, and they tell me what it is, the vision they have for their life, and what they want for themselves and their family and their business, one of the critical questions I ask them, do you deserve those goals? oh my gosh, now sometimes that breaks into people because they stumble and the truth comes out. The belief is they don't believe they're deserving of the goals that they've set for themselves. They've been coached, they've been taught how to set great goals. But they come to me as a coach because they're struggling with this. Colorado Coaching Company was founded on 5 pillars. We have a video that talks about our 5 pillars. But one of those pillars is helping people overcome psychological obstacles. The beliefs that you hold, if they're not consistent with the vision you have for where you want to go, it might be holding you back. Listen, I appreciate you watching this video all the way through, and I hope it's given you something to think about, because this is the power of that one extra letter. You've probably heard of positive affirmations. There are ways and there are strategies to change your beliefs. If you're interested in learning how to do that, what that might look like, contact us here at Colorado Coaching Company. It's easy to get a hold of me. You can reach me at Sean, that's SEAN, at ColoradoCoachingCompany.com. Thanks for watching.